All right. Hello and welcome to this episode of Boomer Degen. I'm your host, Biz, coming at you live with Andy, co-founder Andy of Crypto Hub HQ. Um, Andy, it's been a good day overall for the markets. To be honest, I missed the move. Especially, I missed the move on XRP. We had some bread home takers for sure, and XRP was one of them. And to be honest, because XRP kind of let me down this whole weekend, I was actually surprised to see such a powerful move. And of course, it came in as an alert too, while I was busy messing around with the AI agent. So, yeah. Anyways,
Yeah,
how's it going, Andy? Good
I know.
afternoon.
Good. I've just been. We're getting ready to go onto the live server. The live server is effectively exists. I've just got to push all the code and set up all the cron jobs and do all of that stuff, and then we'll be moving from locally to there, and then we can invite people in. Market wise, if you look at BTC, let's just look at BTC because it is the market maker in a way. On the day chart, doesn't look like much change, does it? You know,
No.
we're still, although we've had this recovery from what people are going, we've had a massive recovery, we've gone up 10%, well, yeah, that might be true, but we're still at this moment in time being forming a lower high. So we need to break through here and then get above this white line at the top to continue on up. And at the moment, for the last, this is the third day now because it's already Tuesday for me. It's the third trading day UTC. We are kind of not doing a right lot. So what could happen here is that this effectively gets rejected here, comes down and forms a lower low, and then comes and does that, and then comes and does that.
Uh,
That is not an unreasonable thing. That's not what everybody wants, but if you look at the
no.
pattern at the moment, we're still in this kind of descending pattern here. So we've not broken above it. So we need some volume to come in, some buyers to come in to push it through, break through this, smash through this, break through that, come back, retest, and go back up, and then I'll be the one saying, yeah, yeah, okay, now we're going higher. But until then, when it comes to BTC, I'm just not sure. As a trader, I don't frankly care. But in terms of the overall market and the people that are hodling coins because they want them to 4x or 2x or 10x during the bull run, then yeah, you
Yeah.
do care because BTC drags everything with it. In terms of on the day so far, which is only kind of 5 6 hours old when it comes to the UTC new day candle,
Mhm.
and where these percentages reset at my 7 a.m. or 0 100 hours UTC, you'll see that BTC is up 0.5% on the day, and the others is up about 0.5% on the day. Total three are up 1.44. Now, what's the difference between others and total three? Total three is all the alts minus Ethereum and Bitcoin. Others is all the alts minus the top 10. So it seems that the other
Mm.
eight are doing the business. And as you quite rightly said, Biz, XRP is one of them, as you can see here. And XRP came into a few alerts. It came into rising fast, falling less, which is
Mm.
always good if you want to go long. It came into outperforming BTC, so it's called the relative strength. LTC is another one that's doing that. I think I had LTC in that one there.
Oh,
Yep. So
light,
LTC
good
has
old
been
Litecoin.
rising really well, as you can see, and Neo was the other one
Neo,
that
oh
is
my
currently
goodness.
going up,
Almost forgot
where
about that.
Bitcoin is kind of dawdling around. So, so
Oh, I said I
yeah,
almost forgot about Neo.
oh, there's
OG.
so many of these old coins, right, that you kind of you forget about, and then you're like, Neo, what's that? And then, oh, I see what I mean. Yeah. Yeah, me too. You know, but anyway, it's outperforming Bitcoin and XRP, as we just alluded to, has been doing really well. So the total three is doing better than the others at the moment. So the top eight coins, or the ones beneath Ethereum and in the top 10, they appear to be doing better, which is sometimes good because those are the coins that you might want to trade if you're going long, right? In terms of new alerts, unless there's something else you want to get into first, Biz, we can go straight to alerts
Go for it.
because I ran it just before, as you were launching the stream, I ran it. Let me go here and just run this for a second. You can see that the hour table has actually gone up. The 15-minute is well green. The 4 hour is won't get running now for another 2 hours, so that should be interesting to see how that recovers. But if we go to the alerts, rising when BTC is falling. So this one, if BTC is having a pullback, and this is done on the hour table. So if the last hour candle is red and it's starting to have a couple of reds in a go here, then what this alert does is it tells you those coins that are actually going up while that's happening, which is kind of interesting. So Pros USDT, I don't think is in that server. But oh yeah, so there you go. And oddly enough, yeah, that was one that I was looking to short a few days ago, I think. Let me just take that out. But as you can see, that would have been a very good uh, long to take, right? Came back into this fair value gap, got rejected by the bearish fair value gap on this drop, came down back into the bullish fair value gap, and has now decided to have another pop at this bearish value gap, and it's trying to mitigate it as we speak.
Yeah.
So that's a good coin to be looking at in terms of trading. If it gets rejected, it could be a nice little short, right? So you could go back down to here and have 5%, or it could break through. And if it breaks through, it's going to form another fair value gap. So you could trade it as it does a natural pullback. So that's a good one. STPT. STPT. Let's have a look at this. That is actually getting rejected right now, but that's had a pullback, but it's still going up when Bitcoin is going down. So, but it's getting rejected at this fair value gap here. But another one worth keeping an eye on. Look how much it fell back.
Yeah.
Which is kind of interesting. Let's move on to rise fast, fall less, because they're kind of interesting. They're very interesting. I've already got some in here. Rise fast, fall less. I think Cow was one of them. The thing about these alerts is that they're live. So rising fast, falling less might last a couple of hours, right? And then they go away. So you've got to keep your eye on what's just come in.
Yeah.
Pros, we know. Pros has come in. We just looked at that. That's actually going up right now. So that is rising fast and falling less. So that again is another one that you get like a double confluence here with the alerts to say if it pulls back, it will pull back less, and then it will go up again. So that is two channels it's come into that tell you that is a coin of interest. And then we've got Bio. Let's have a look at that. I'm just picking them at random. So that's now having a pullback, but it's getting, so it's come down to this fair value gap, but it went up by, what was that, 8%, and so far has pulled back maybe 4%, 4.5%. So it might be that that's now going to turn around at that fair value gap, right? And then form and go like that.
Yeah. Or drop a little bit lower.
And then go like that.
Yeah. I mean, there's a few fair value gaps.
But the nice thing about the nice thing about these fair value gaps is if it drops through this, let's say you're wanting to go long, and you currently put your entry there, and you go, okay, so that's my stop loss. It's really tight, right? 0.29. But then you're just waiting, because I always wait for it to go beneath it, come back up, retest it, go back up. So I like that kind of double confirmation. Hence why they call me Boomer and they call Biz Degen, right? But if if it falls through that fair value gap, to go test that one, excuse me, let me just get rid of that. You can literally just move your long position down here, and you've even got a tie top, right? So that's where the patience comes into this, right? And what could make it fall through? Well, very simple, really.
The king.
Bitcoin can be pulling down. Yeah, Bitcoin can be pulling down, and it's simply following Bitcoin. But because we have it as a rises more, falls less, as Bitcoin falls, it won't fall back as much. But then when Bitcoin goes up a bit, it's going to go up more. So that's why I love these two channels. There are two channels here. One called Rise Fast, Fall Less for going long, and Falls Fast, Rises Less for going short. So it's good for that. Let me show you this channel consolidating.
I like that word.
Consolidate. Yeah. So often what happens is they have a bit of a price action, and then they kind of go like this a little bit.
Yeah.
And then they go one way or the other, right? We don't know, but there's going to be a breakout. So this right now, this Santos, if I go to here and we'll come back to bio, Santos USDT, and this I believe is on the hour table. So it's just now starting to be in a tight range. And that's why it's got picked up here. BTTC.
Sorry, what's the criteria for that again?
It's don't know what the hell this is, but I wouldn't trade this. I might remove this from our database. So what the criteria is? There was a better example here. TRX came in about an hour ago. So what the criteria is it on the hour chart? Yeah, it came in earlier today at 12:30. So what happens is it's in a tight range. So here's an example, for instance. So it's trading within a tight range, and at some point something will happen. So this uses all kind of complex code using Bill Williams indicators with an standard deviation on top of it and all kinds of stuff, because it can find consolidation not just going straight but also going up or also going down. But they're still in a tight band, right?
Gotcha. So like a tight channel.
Yeah, right. So because not all consolidate, just because it's going flat, it doesn't mean, if the candles are small, but something's going to happen, right? So that's what you see here right now in this particular coin. You can see this in TRX. It's kind of very tight. There's no big candles like this big red one, right? So that's what that does. And then retraced finds those coins, and I know that Peanut has because it came in earlier. Peanut, what is that on the 1 hour? Yeah. If you go up to kind of the day chart on Peanut, you can see that it really has retraced a lot. And so it's either going to continue this trend down, or at some point it's one of the meme coins, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's gonna break out and go up. So the reason that I do these different alerts is not everybody's a day trader, and some people want alerts where they just say, I want to buy something cheap that I believe in, right? So if you're a meme person and you like Peanut, then you might go, God, look at how much cheaper that I could buy that today. And I'm just going to buy it. I'm not going to use leverage. I'm just going to hold it for 6 months until the market's, till it's gone to wherever it's going to go. CGPT. That one will do. Oh gosh, that's not been in very long.
No. We just hit the exchange not that long ago.
Yeah, it's been in. Hang on a sec. Let me just have a look.
Oh, that actually defied the most expectation. Usually, when they hit exchange, they tank.
Yeah. So when did that come in? It must have. I'm just looking back through our messages. What day did it come back into our? Oh, there you go. It came in on the 10th of the 1st. So it came into our database on the 10th of the 1st. So yeah. So it's actually had a pullback, but it's kind of going back up, right? So
yeah.
but yeah, so when when the algorithms don't have a right lot of data, it's very difficult to gauge some things.
Yeah.
But that's kind of interesting. Um, do. So, and in terms of shorting, now this shorting one, I mean, I'm improving it all the time. What
Mhm.
does it mean? It means if I just go to say gas USDT, um, what it means is that they're probably at an area. When did that come in? It came in 16 minutes ago. They're at an area, you can see this now here, where they've kind of gone up and they're probably ready now for a natural pullback at a fair value gap or something like that. So that's what this finds it. So if you'd have got this on the hour, that would have been the price when the alert came in, which is already a 1% pullback. So that's what these do, and I'm kind of improving it all the time. But what I don't want to do, I want to give the alerts so that you have time to go to the charts and check it out. I don't
Yeah.
want to give the alert and say it's now, because then by the time you get there, it's too late, right?
Yeah.
So you can see here on this one, right at this bearish fair value gap, it's had a nice raise up. It's not unreasonable now for it to come down and from where it was there, come down into this fair value gap, all right? And even if you were going after just 1% and you did 40x, you've got 40% profit. Not all trades need to be like 10x. If you're a day trader, you can happy with 20%, 15, 40, 80. Just get in and out of trades. They can happen in 30 minutes, 1 hour. And what that's good for, which is kind of why I developed it this way, is it's for me, it's right, okay, 7 a.m. in the morning, I like to trade and I want to trade for 3 hours or 4 hours, depending on the success of the day. And then I want to do coding in the afternoon. So these alerts are great for that. But then we've got the other alerts for those people that want to buy them cheap, that want to, like not just trade it from a day point of view, more of swing traders.
And
And we'll be
and
adding
you
many.
yeah, you also have the coin market cap rising stars as well. I did notice that you had
Yeah.
two. You had an amber as the tokens were coming in. There was amber, and then you also have green. Do you want to explain the difference between the two?
Yeah, so the first one is called top 5 rising stars, and these are taken over any of the rankings within the top 1,000 of coin market cap, and it's to do really with the gain in the volume that they've been going on and stuff like that, right? So probably coming up in the rankings. The low cap movers, the green one as you call it, I'm playing with the colors of these sidebars as well. Those that have kind of come in recently and are ranked between 800 and 900, but showing promise. You never know, they could come in and just die, right? But what it allows you to do is to just quickly, I have no idea what these are. That's ranked, they're all ranked in the 800s. That's got a 32. Let's look banana for scale.
You know
So
what?
you click,
Yeah.
it takes you to the chart. You're there. You can have a quick look and see what's happened, get all the data, find out about it. What is it? The origin, the concept of banana for scale, yada, yada, yada. Again, Reddit, on traction on Reddit. So it allows you to just find those new projects that are not necessarily on many exchanges yet. So the markets here, it's on PancakeSwap. It is on MEXC, for instance. But I think banana actually, we've got banana, haven't we? But it might not be the same one. What's the symbol? Banana. Oh, bananas 3-1. No, we don't have that. So that's what that does. So it allows you to find those up and coming projects that may be of interest. And I'm sure quite a few of the AI projects are going to come through these signals at some point. But again, I don't know what these are. Quidax token. No idea. No idea. What's that about? It's an exchange. It's a token for an exchange. It's an African-focused and globally accessible crypto exchange. And it's on PancakeSwap. So these are really early, right? They're really early that if you believe in the project and you think, wow, I think that's a very good concept, you can go to one of the dexes and you can buy a load for next to nothing and then just sit on them, right? So that's for those kind of investors. Um, so that's it really with the alerts. I've not done falls fast, rise less, but this is so that people can freeze the video and just find these coins. Pengu is another one, right? That we've been trading that on and off.
Yeah.
Pengu USDT. Let's try it on Binance. So what that's saying is that it falls more and then rises less, right? So it falls back more, rises less. So you could have had some great trades in that. Even just starting yesterday, when it came into this zone, you could have traded it up, traded it down, got rejected again, traded it down. So you could have had quite a nice trade there of 5%. So these alerts are good, and really to use this kind of day trading system that I've put together, you need to come into the server and I can educate you on things like liquidity, fair value gaps, order blocks, supply and demand zones, points of control. It's all about, the ultimate word is liquidity. And it's all about how smart money trades, how the institutions come in, if they want to buy a coin and they want it to go up, they need to find those stop losses
Yeah.
of the where liquidity is.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, and that's usually where the retailers put their stop losses and they shoot it down. You all get stopped out in a loss and then they take it up. So
Yeah.
it's more about trading with smart money, not against it.
It's what do you call it? It's transfer of value from one hand to the other.
Oh yeah, I mean, and they've got big algorithms on computers that do this, right? So they know, they've read all the order books, they know where all these stop losses are sat, and they know what they want to do with it, right? So,
Hey, so
they need that liquidity.
yeah, so you know the coin market cap rising stars. I threw those tokens into ChatGPT and asking it if it could identify any social arbitrage opportunity. And to your point about you finding Quidex as a exchange token, yeah, very quickly it's identified that like Quidex is a cryptocurrency exchange that has been active in the market. The slight price decline and low trading volume suggests a neutral to slight bearish sentiment. that's that's off of analyzing price data.
Yeah,
this
right.
is crazy.
I mean, that's what's really cool about these AIs, right? Is that they can save you so much time, whereas before you'd have to go to Google and try to find a website all about it. You don't need to do that now because ChatGPT has a browse the web function, and you can just give it something and go, tell me all about this. And it just gives you the data and the source of the information it found it. And so you can click on something and it'll tell you the websites it found the information on. So you can go verify that for yourself.
Hey, just a quick fun fact about the banana. So it's actually called banana for scale meme, which humorously uses a banana to indicate the size in photos. Has been popular since 2005. And so the cryptocurrency capitalizing on this meme has seen a 25% increase in the last 24 hours, indicating growing interest.
Well, and that's why it came into this alert, which shows that this alert is working, right?
So, yeah, I mean, look, these are in the moment type thing, right? And so, I mean, when did this come out, or how often does this?
Once a day. I pull them once a day for those. Otherwise, you'd be inundated with too many. So, or you'd be inundated with the same ones, for a bulk of the day. So once a day, it runs that and that's 0-100 hours UTC. Goes off to CoinMarketCap, gathers the data, analyzes it, gives you these alerts. That's what that one does. Quite a simple one to write compared to some of the others, which involve monitoring price action and pullbacks and all kinds of other TA type stuff that I use to do it. But so this one's quite simple, really. It's all about volume and rank and all that kind of stuff. And they come in and out of that top 1,000, right? But again, just good for those people that want to find those brand new projects that might be of interest a year from now. Because if you think about it, every coin comes out. When Sol came out, nobody knew who it was, and it was really cheap, right? And then it got to centralized exchanges, and the price started to go up. So if you want to find those brand new 10, 100x ones, then this alert is good. But again, DYOR, don't just buy them all. Just do
Yeah.
your own research and figure it out.
Well, I mean, there's even another tier to this, which is like the micros.
Yeah,
I
right.
mean, I don't know that. I mean, that's on another. I mean, we're
Well, I
talking
mean,
like
I just grab the
2,000.
top. I just grab the top 1,000 ranks, right? But
Yeah,
they have a lot more, and I can grow a database with everyone they've got, really. But again, there comes a point where people are
well,
just going to show people lots of shit, more shit than potential good ones.
for
So
sure, for sure. Well, hey, look, if anybody here listening out there has an idea of how to um, consistently using data be able to um, forecast or project positive sentiment in any meme coin, let us know because we'd be interested. Data is one of Andy's specialties, so aggregating that shit would be fun, a fun exercise.
yeah, we have a lot of data, and we can add data as long as there's a way of getting that data. We can we and some. I've said this before to people: if you have a trading strategy that you use and it works, what you have to do is manually go find those coins where this applies. It's not beyond the realms of possibility that you can tell me, educate me on it, and then I can go, okay. And then before you know it, it comes in as an alert automatically and tells you the coins to go look at for your trading strategy. So as we grow, we want to get like minded traders in, people with good experience of trading that go, I get good profits with this. My hit rate is like 80%, 70, 80, 90%, whatever. We can program them into this system, and then everybody benefits from those alerts, including yourself, because you no longer have to manually go find them.
Totally. Yeah. Was there any news you wanted to cover real quick before we dive off?
Yeah, there was one. Well, altcoin season index 49, going back down. Fear and greed index 51, going up a right little bit. I've shown you this. And this one, JP Morgan Chase predicts XRP Solana ETFs will attract up to $8 billion each, which is kind of, we all know they're coming, right? I
Yeah.
mean, when they come, I do know. But they do know that they're coming. So this is on the daily hodl. So I think, like the market right now, January, Bitcoin, not sure, but at some point alt season will kick in, and the alt season will go. And I think later when these ETFs come in, we're naturally going to get to the end of this season, but then the next one will be even bigger,
Mhm.
and off we go again in another cycle. But as traders, I don't care that the cycle ends because I can just short things on the way down. So
Totally.
I don't really care, I don't really care. But that's it.
Absolutely.
That's the news I picked up on that was of interest. It's a lot of repetitive news over the last couple of days. So
Yeah.
you
A
had
lot of
something about the jobs report was okay though, right?
well, yeah, actually, it did come back quite positive, and so you're actually seeing that reflect in the market overall. And I guess
Yeah.
the traditional finance market did show some positivity, so it tend to lead the way and also taking Bitcoin with it. So that was earlier
Right.
today. We're also starting a new trading day, and so I know you are midday of this trading day, and we're
Yeah.
about what 6 hours from market, no, sorry, 8 hours from market open. So yeah, I mean, these are things to consider. You see Bitcoin, I don't know if it did, it hit that bearish fair value gap. It wicked, didn't
It,
it?
yeah, it wicked into it.
Okay.
It's wicked in 2 days in a row. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so
Yeah.
it'd
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
interesting. I mean, I'm not like, it's I, I'm not fully convinced that we're gonna see continuation exactly, but I am aware of that downtrend on that
Yep.
daily chart, and so my guess, from the way it looks right now, is that we may chop around for the next few days,
Wouldn't it?
until we meet that downtrend, and from there we would have to see what happens.
I think the way to put the perspective here is if I zoom out a long way, we're still in an uptrend.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
for the last month, we've kind of been retracing, right? So we hit that top in 17th of December. So yeah, last month, we're over the last 30, 29, 30 days. And we have had Christmas and New Year in the way, of course, but
Yeah, true.
just been retracing. So in the zoom out, everything's cool. Zoom in, people are going, "Oh my god, bloodbath yesterday, bloodbath, bloodbath." It wasn't a
Yeah,
bloodbath. It was just normal. It's just normal. But they need that clickbait for their videos, right? But you know, sell everything now. It's over. You know. But anyway, it's just normal. But again, as a trader, you know, we don't care what the price is. We care what the structure is because that might dictate where what we trade and how we trade it, long, short, things like that.
yeah,
So that's where these alerts are great at finding you those kind of opportunities. And also, I've learned you don't need many. If you find one or two coins that are performing well by rising fast, falling less, and outperforming BTC at the same time, pick that one coin and have a trading session with that for the day.
most of
That's
the
it.
yeah,
Just look at it. That's
exactly.
it.
No point chasing everything. I mean, you focus everything, diversify your attention, and that's where like trades can go the other way. Like for me, one, two max, but like even two is like I don't really like that feeling sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, I've got them on my charts here purely because at the moment I'm monitoring the alerts to see if they're right, but but I'm pretty sure they are. But you never know, right?
Hmm.
And so once it's on a live server and it's 100% there, I'm just going to trade it. So you'll see a lot more of my trades as we start doing that. But I wanted to get it finished so that it was just I could be like a customer using the system, right? I'm like a member just using the system, not the guy that has to run everything all the time and make sure the database integrity is working. I still have to do that,
Well,
but
hopefully,
yeah,
AI agents can solve those problems
over the
at
next
some
year,
point.
I'm pretty certain that I'll be able to install an AI agent that can check the integrity of the database.
Oh snap!
To be honest, I can just write scripts to do that. I
Yeah, yeah,
already
yeah.
have some. So, but yes, but yeah, that's it, Biz. I'm done.
Cool.
That's me for the day.
All right. Well, that's it for today. This is your episode of Boomer and Degen. And so, if you haven't already, give Crypto Hub HQ a follow. Andy, at some point when you're ready, we'll probably be dropping the link to the Discord. So, guys, pay attention to that.
Yeah.
The only ask is give us a follow and then screenshot that. You'll become a member. No questions asked. All right. So, that's it. Yeah, for today, I am your host, Biz, and that's Andy, and we'll be back again tomorrow, same time, same channel. Take care, everybody.
Happy trading. See ya.